We have a loaded WNBA card today. A lot is at stake with the playoffs on the line. I've got three winners for you guys today in the W. And guess what? We're coming off on a very amazing day here on the channel. Why not do it again? This is the free three. Let's get into these winners. What's up, guys? It's your boy Noble Living back with another DYFS video. I'm breaking down my favorite picks and plays today as we're just trying to get to the bag together and we're just trying to get to that money, get into that money. That's what we do when the Eagles play, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We got to bring the horn back out because we got the sweep last night on the channel. Let's get it. 3-0 day. We were able to cash in on Devontae Smith over 5.5 receptions. No sweat bet there. We were also able to get Bijan Robinson's longest carry over 15.5. Yo, I was sweating that. So many runs was 14, 13, 15. I was like, yo, this dude does not get over this. And that's what he got it. And I was so happy. I mean, even though I'm obviously as an Eagle fan, I'm not happy with the way that we lost that game. Clock management was poor. I get why you throw the ball. Just, I don't know, man. We were running the ball downhill. I don't get why you don't run it there, but hey, that happens. But I follow the Eagles a lot, and one thing about us, we might win games, but we don't really cover. That's why I took that teaser with the Falcons yesterday and the under that cash. So 3-0 on the day yesterday. That brings us to 6-0 on Eagle picks so far this season. That's what we need coming off of a very strong Sunday where we went 4-1, 7-1 the last few days. You can see how we've done in the month of September. That's what we need right now. Let's keep the momentum going. Like I said, today we've got best bets in the WNBA. I will give you guys like maybe a bonus nerfy at the end, but right now on baseball, I'm really just waiting a little bit till we get a little closer to playoff time. I mean, yes, I know playoff race is heated up right now. Yes, I know there's divisional matchups and stuff going on, but with other sports, we can kind of choose our spots in baseball, and that's what we've been doing inside the Discord group. So if you want those picks, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you guys are in the Discord group, so this way you guys can stay up to date on all the latest info and the things that we're rolling out for you guys here on the channel. So let's dive into these winners in the WNBA for today. My first best bet of the day, if you have been a fan of the channel, then you guys know probably where I'm going, what team I'm going to back. Come on now, the Minnesota Lynx are playing today, and we're going to take them against the Connecticut Sun on the money line, minus 115 odds. If you guys have been fans of the channel, then you guys know that we've been taking the Minnesota Lynx very regularly over here. This has been the team that I've been watching a lot this season, not only in terms of watching their games, but also against the number. Best team in the WNBA against the number, 25-14 against the spread, but when they travel on the road, they have been even better, 14-6 against the number when they are on the road. Now in today's matchup, they take on the Connecticut Sun, who have been strong at home this season, 13-5 on the year, but only 6-12 against the number at home. Yes, this is obviously a pick'em, so like kind of the against the number things doesn't really matter as much here, but I think it does when you look at the situation that's going on right now in the WNBA. Right now, the Lynx are the number 2 seed, okay? The Connecticut Sun are about 2 games behind them for the 3 seed, and the Lynx are right a game behind the Liberty, who have the number 1 seed. If the Lynx win today, they keep their chances alive of being able to get the number 1 seed. There's only 2 games left in the WNBA, and the Liberty have the number 1 seed. But if they lose today, then guess what? The door is open for the Lynx to get the number 1 seed. They'll more than likely get the number 2 seed, but the thing is, they still have a chance for the number 1 seed, so they're going to play for it. And the Lynx have just been in really good form of late. That's one of the reasons why I want to back them, okay? They're currently on a 6-game win streak. They've won 9 of their last 10 games. They've covered the spread in 5 of those last 6 wins. Like, come on now. Like what are we talking about here, okay? Lynx, to me, are the best team in the WNBA. The Connecticut Sun are good, but they still have question marks around their offense. Yes, they've been able to bring in a few pieces like Mabry that's helped them out a little bit. But to me, I think the Lynx are the best team in the WNBA right now, and it's going to be a great playoffs. And with them, when the momentum they're in, I'm taking them. The Connecticut Sun are really locked into the number 3 spot. So are they going to play all their players as much? Like, what does that look like? Now, they can obviously steal a win here. If the Lynx lose in their last game, then that obviously starts putting things a little bit, crazy when we start thinking about 2 and 3 seeds. So yes, the Connecticut Sun still have something to play for, but the Minnesota Lynx are the team here. I'm taking them on the money line, minus 115. If you want to get them at better value, I think if you wait till the game goes live, we will have a chance to be able to get them maybe plus money, or also at maybe 2, 3, 4.5 if the Connecticut Sun can open up a quick lead at home. That is possible, but I do like the Lynx here. I like Nafisa Collier, and the supporting cast that this team has is the main reason why I really like it. It's not like they're depending on one person. Nafisa Collier had 18 points, 14 rebounds in their last game. But Bridget Carlton pitched in 19 points. Williams had 15 points. And that was an 88-79 win on the road for the Lynx against the Liberty, the number one seed right now. So that's the form that this team has been in. I'm taking the Lynx right now on the money line as our first pick of the day. Our second best bet of the day, speaking about the Liberty, a team that has been really great this season, I'm going to look at their matchup today against the Washington Mystics. Sorry about the graphic there with the Liberty. I don't know why it came out like that. But overall, I think this is going to be a game that's going to have a lot of scoring in it. And as a result, we're going to go with the Mystics, Liberty over 160.5, minus 105 odds. Now, the New York Liberty, like I just mentioned, lost their last game against this Minnesota Lynx team. And yeah, that was a tough loss for that team, 88-79. But when you really look at it, when you think about this team, they really know that they have the number one seed locked up. It was a game that they wanted to win, but it's not a game they really had to win, because the thing is, they only have to win one of their last two games to lock up the number one seed. So it is in their favor. Now, they will lose the tiebreaker if they do lose the next last two games. But in my kind of opinion, if you lose to the Mystics today and you lose your last game against the Atlanta Dream, I mean, I'm not saying you don't deserve the one seed because you've had a hell of a season, but I mean, come on now, right? You shot yourself in the foot in a way. This New York Liberty team in general, though, 7-3 over their last 10 games, averaging 86 points a game. So I'm expecting a high scoring affair in this one. Why? Because when you look at the numbers head to head between these two matchups, right? Look at the last 5 times these teams played, dating back to last year. They played 3 times this year in 2024. The New York Liberty have not been able to cover the spread in any 3 of those games. They did win all 3 of the games outright, didn't cover, but guess what? Total of 156.5 went over. Total of 160 went over. Total of 164 went over. Then dating back to last season, the Liberty still didn't cover, but they total of 161.5 went over. And then back in September of last year, the Liberty were able to cover, and then the total 163.5, and it went over. So the thing is, yes, some of these teams right now are not in the best over form. The Liberty have gone under in 3 of the last 5 games. Meanwhile, the Mystics have gone under in 4 of their last 5 games. But when you look at the overall numbers between these teams head to head, and then what's at stake here, the Mystics still have a chance for the playoffs. They are right now in the bottom seed fighting with the Atlanta Dream and the Sky. So there's still a chance for them. I mean, it's an outside shot, but I mean, they still have something to play for here. And it will be interesting to see how this all plays out in terms of it will be a close game. But one thing that I do know is that the Liberty are best when they're pushing the tempo, when they're pushing the pace. And there's a reason why they're the number one team in the WNBA in terms of points scored per game. They've been great since they've come back from the All-Star break or the Olympic break. I like scoring in this matchup today. Liberty are on the road today. Give me the Liberty and the Mystics over 160.5 as our second best bet of the day. Now, for our third and final pick of the day, I'm going to give you a quick player prop. And because I believe that there's going to be scoring, I believe that this is a game that's made for somebody like Breanna Stewart. We're going to go over 20.5 points, and we're getting that at plus 100 value. You can't beat that. Breanna Stewart in her last game in that loss to the Lynx, 38 points, 18 rebounds, 12 of 27 from the floor. That's 44% to go for 3 of 6 from the three-point line. That's 50% from 11 of 13 from the free throw line. I mean, come on now. She got them in every single way. I like to say Breanna Stewart's like the KD of the WNBA. She's so cold. She's a bucket. She gets to her shot in the mid-range. She can't be stopped when she wants to. And this is a position here now where their backs are not against the wall, but they know they need to pick up this win to kind of remove that pressure and then allow them to maybe have a game of rest going into the playoffs, right? With that number one seed. And now this is a great opportunity for her to just come out, get the buckets that she needs to get, and be able to have a great game. And if you look at her form recently, this is not a total that's unfamiliar for her to go over. She did go under the game before against the Dallas Wings, but that's just because that was a 99-67 blowout for the Liberty in that matchup. She only played 23 minutes. She still had 11 points when she did that, so you can't be too mad about that. But the starts before that, against the Wings again, 28 minutes, 27 points. Against the Vegas Aces, 21 points. So you can kind of see some of the numbers that she's been able to put up here. And when you look at the overall numbers, she's gone over this total in 6 of the last 10 games, including 32 points against Seattle, 32 points against the Sparks, 21 points against the Mercury. So 20.5 points. She's averaging 20.7 points per game on the year anyway. So that's not unfamiliar. And I actually like the fact that she's gone under this total in the 3 games that she's played the Mystics this year. I mean, the highest she scored was 18 points, so she flirted with it. But I think this is a good opportunity for her to kind of get that revenge. And she hasn't played the Mystics since, where are we looking at here? June the 9th. So, I mean, it's literally been 3 months. This is a great player in a great situational spot, in a good position to be able to score. She's been excellent since coming back from the Olympic break, was great in the Olympics. I'm taking over 20.5 points as our third and final best bet of the day. Well, that's it for me today, my friends. Three best bets, three winners that I'm giving you guys in this WNBA card. Give me the Minnesota Lynx on the money line. Give me the over in the Liberty and the Mystics, and give me Brianna Stewart over 20.5 points. And a bonus nerfy for you guys. I really like the nerfy in the Yankees and Mariners matchups. Not too bad at minus 135. Brian Wu, Lewis Gill, two guys who are really solid there. That's one that you can look at. I'd also look across the water as well to that New York Mets and Nationals game. That's another nerfy that you may take a look at. But for the official picks on the nerfies, that'll be inside the Discord group. I'll drop that a little bit later. Hopefully, we can keep the momentum going here on the channel. And I hope you guys have a great day. Let's see what bets you're taking. And as always, dictate your fate, get to that cheddar. And I'll see y'all in tomorrow's video. Later, gang.